Every dog owner has wondered this at least once. After all these years, could he still remember the very first dog he ever loved? Science finally has an answer, and it's far more surprising than most people expect. The day you brought him home, he was 8 weeks old. He'd spent every moment of his life pressed against his mother. Her warmth, her scent, her heartbeat, the steady rhythm of her breathing against his small body while he slept. And then one morning he was in your car, in your house, surrounded by everything new. You've probably wondered, more than once, does he remember her? Is there some part of him even now, years later, that still carries something of who she was? By the end of this video, you'll know whether your dog still remembers the very first scent he ever loved. The answer involves one of the most extraordinary biological systems in the animal kingdom, and it's more remarkable than most owners ever imagine. Most people assume one of two things. Either dogs forget their mother quickly, they adapt, find new comfort, and the memory simply fades, or the bond was so primal that it must leave some permanent mark. Both contain a piece of truth, but neither captures what science actually found when researchers designed a way to test it. And the test started not with what dogs can see or hear, but with what they can smell, because a dog's memory of his mother lives in scent. And scent memory, as it turns out, is one of the most durable things in biology. Dr. Peter Hepper, a researcher at Queen's University Belfast, designed an elegantly simple test. He placed puppies in a room with two cloths, one carrying their mother's scent, one carrying the scent of an unfamiliar female dog. The puppies chose their mother's cloth 84% of the time. But here's where it gets remarkable. Hepper then ran the same test with adult dogs, 49 dogs who had left their mothers at 12 weeks and had not smelled them since. 2 years later, 37 out of 49 still chose their mother's scent. In a smaller follow-up, 8 dogs were tested after separation periods ranging from several months to 5.5 years. 7 out of 8 showed a preference for their mother's scent. 5.5 years. The dog didn't just remember that he had a mother. He remembered her, specifically her exact scent. Out of every dog in the world, he recognized her. To understand how that's even possible, you need to understand what's inside your dog's nose. Because it's nothing like what's inside yours. Your nose has approximately 6 million olfactory receptors. Your dog's nose has between 200 and 300 million. But it's not just the number. Dogs also have a second olfactory system, the vomeronasal organ that detects chemical signals your nose couldn't register at all. Signals that carry information about identity, about kinship, about who someone is at a biological level. A disproportionate amount of your dog's brain is devoted entirely to processing what his nose finds. Scent isn't one of several senses for a dog. It's the primary way he understands the world and the primary way he stores it. When your puppy pressed his nose against his mother in those first 8 weeks, he was building a chemical record, one filed away in a place that doesn't fade the way pictures do. One owner described reuniting her dog with his mother after months apart. Before anyone spoke, before anyone moved, the dog walked straight toward her nose first. Then came the frantic tail wagging. Something familiar had just been found. Whole Dog Journal later documented a remarkably similar reunion. The pattern is the same every time. Not hesitation, not confusion recognition, immediate and unmistakable. Behavior entirely different from greeting a stranger. Something specific was being recognized, something known, but most people never think to ask. If the puppy remembers the mother, does the mother remember him? She does. When Hepper gave mother dogs a choice between a cloth carrying their own offspring's scent and a cloth from an unfamiliar dog, they consistently preferred their own. The bond isn't one-directional. During nursing, mother dogs secrete dog-appeasing pheromones, chemicals that provide the puppy with calm and a sense of biological safety. That chemical exchange leaves a record in both of them. Your puppy didn't just absorb his mother's scent, she absorbed something of him too. Dogs may also show some recognition of littermates and fathers, but those memories appear less consistent and less durable than the bond with the mother. Biology protects that one most. Here's the reframe worth sitting with. Your dog's memory of his mother isn't a story he replays. It's a scent-specific, individual, unmistakable, stored in a part of his brain that science now knows doesn't fade easily. Dog trainer Katharina Marioth was careful to note, dogs recognize animals they knew before, but not necessarily with the emotional depth we humans might expect. That's an honest caveat. But it doesn't make the recognition less real. Your dog may not grieve his mother the way you grieved yours, but if she walked into this room right now, his nose would know her, across 2 years, possibly 5, possibly longer. Something of her is still inside him. Pause. He arrived in your home with his whole world inside his nose. The warmth of the litter, the smell of the first place he ever felt safe. The mother who kept him alive in the weeks before he had any other means of survival. He didn't forget her. He carried her. In the only language available to him, a chemical record, stored with a precision no camera could match. And the remarkable thing is, she carried something of him too. So, do dogs remember their mother? Yes, through scent. Hepper's research showed 37 of 49 adult dogs still recognize their mother 2 years after separation. 7 of 8 recognized her up to 5.5 years later. The mechanism: 300 million olfactory receptors, a secondary chemical detection organ, and a brain dedicated to processing and storing what the nose finds. The memory runs in both directions, mother and puppy, each carrying a chemical record of the other. And unlike a face that blurs or a voice that fades, a scent memory encoded in the first weeks of life appears to be one of the most durable things the brain holds. If his mother walked through your front door today, he might not recognize her face, but his nose almost certainly would. He may not think about her, but she is there in the part of him that knows what safety smelled like before he knew anything else. When he curls up beside you at night, when he settles into the warmth of this home, somewhere deep in his biology, something quiet still carries the first place he ever felt that. He came to you whole. He carries everything he was. And now he carries you too. Maybe that's what love looks like to a dog, not forgetting where he came from, while making room for someone new to call home. Tell me your dog's name in the comments and how old they were when they came into your life. I read every story. And if you've ever wondered whether your dog actually misses you when you leave, that video is next. Link right here. Subscribe, because every week I explain what your dog is trying to tell you.